What's up, devils? 6 a.m. It's fucking goddamn devil time. And today's fucking devil time is gonna be over. I didn't pull the fucking next video up, but it'll just be the next one in fucking line. So we're on most underrated death metal demo. Go to videos. So raw dog as fuck. I ain't improved shit. So we're going to the video. Who has worst discography in last 25 years? Click on that motherfucker. And it's got 1.1K thousand views and 2 weeks ago. Hit the 1,000 mark, devils. Fuck yeah, it's what I like to see. I love when I see that 1K mark. When it hits 2K, it's even better. That's got how many goddamn comments? 112 comments. Juicy amounts. So, with no further fucking ado, let's go right into it. Question mark right on the first goddamn question from Mac Powers. Didn't have to dig for this one. Hey, Justin, what are your thoughts on Nocturnus? I always enjoyed the key and threshold. Keep up the good work, Justin. I liked them, but I didn't. It was kind of like, definitely like Mike Browning's vocals, and a lot of the riffs are really good, but don't want to sound like Dawn of the Dead. For whatever reason, I just didn't think the keyboards fit for them. Not that I don't think keyboards are allowed whatsoever. Absolutely off limits, chucking in the trash if they're on a death metal. That's what Don's opinion is. It just I just didn't feel like it fit. Maybe because actually when I heard Nocturnus, it was way after when I heard Morbid Angel. I already knew or Morbid Angel Abominations, and I kind of like I learned about Low Balls. Oh, he did something else, Mike Brown. I didn't even know. And then I mean, this is years ago. I'm not talking last year. Well, my teenage years. And then I went and checked it out, and I expected it kind of more like just straight down to the fucking point, kind of like Abomination style. And with all the keys and stuff, it was kind of like a standoff. But I did kind of enjoy it too. But I didn't like it enough to go out and buy it. Let's just say that. But I know people like that's some of their favorite shit of all time, and I understand why. I definitely don't think it's a turd by any fucking stretch. Questions. Where the fuck they at, goddamn devils? Seeing some comments. Got a fucking book here with no goddamn question marks. Goat Man. New Dark Throne is pretty kick-ass, man. Not gonna lie. I'm assuming that's what NGL stands for. The last two albums rule. They might. I just, yeah, I mean, I never actually listened to anything like Dark Throne that I thought sucked ass. I just kind of like, for me, it was just kind of like, just background music, and I just never understood why they were so, like, praised, and I didn't even care that they were praised. I just didn't understand why they got the pass over everyone else, as opposed to, like, and somebody asked me in the comments, like, somebody will completely take a dump all over, like, Deicide and Incinerate them, which I realize that is more of a half-assed album, like, but that's literally, if you only like, let's say you like the first two Deicide albums, you like the self-titled and Legion, that's all you like by Deicide. Okay, cool, fair enough. But I don't know why you still shit all over Incinerate them, but meanwhile, like, every Dark Throne, fuck yeah, man, Cavalt as fuck, you're like, Deicide and Incinerate them is still more close to the first two albums, their roots, than Dark Throne was. So it's like, I don't understand why they get the pass. Like, you could be like, I didn't like that Deicide album because I thought it was boring. Okay, I get that. But to completely shit on them and say they're the fucking Guns N' Roses of death metal and rock stars and like, what do you mean? How? Because they got kind of popular? I mean, I guarantee you go over. I mean, I don't want to guarantee you because I've never been there, but I'm pretty certain Dark Throne is fucking enormous fucking overseas. So are they a bunch of sellouts? By that definition, just by popularity. Sellouts doesn't mean just because you got popular. For example, I don't consider Cannibal Corpse sellouts. How are they sellouts? They never change that. Selling out is changing your fucking style of music to sell more records. Biggest fucking offender, the absolute biggest fucking guys, poser fucking sellouts of all time, I think everybody knows this, is Metallica. When they did the Load album. That's literally the biggest fucking sellout, piece of shit, turd album ever. Hell, I even get it's a guilty pleasure. Actually, somebody asked me that before, and I never couldn't think of it as a guilty pleasure. I actually do like the Black album, believe it or not. It's at least still a metal record. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not fucking one of those guys like, this is a fucking fuck yeah, this is the heavy shit. Fuck yes, it's great. It's whippy as fuck. It's commercial as fuck. It's popular as fuck. It's not underground by no means. If somebody likes it, they're not automatically they're in the metal, dude. No, but it is like a heavy metal, thrash metal record still, as opposed to Load. They cut their hair. They completely changed. What's your crown king? Nothing. And it's even got songs gayer than that, from what I remember. I literally heard that album when I was 11 years old. And I think it was Eric. He bought it. And I want to say Target even. Like, so that's how big it was, too. Bought it there. He brought it home. And I remember I don't remember if Craig was in the room too, but definitely Chase and I was. And the three of us were like, this sucks. Like, this fucking sucks. This is weak as fuck. And then this, keep in mind, this is why I don't even think we heard Cannibal Corpse yet. This might have been, or just heard Cannibal Corpse. Because, yeah, when I first heard Cannibal, I was either 11 or 12 years old. So it wasn't like completely like ear numb to fucking completely brutal shit yet. No, just knew this fucking sucks. Even just comparing that to fucking like regular Metallica albums. And that's selling out. So like some people, because I know they'll rip on like Deicide and be like, oh, because they're selling this, they're sellouts. How? How is the exact same fucking shit? Still blast beats, still growling vocals, uh, lyrics that would be appalling to any fucking Christian whatsoever. Still, what's the difference? Yeah, but it's real popular. So is Dark Throne. Yeah, you don't walk in a fucking Walmart, generally speaking, here in the USA and see a Dark Throne shirt. Granted, you don't fucking see a Deicide shirt either, generally. I mean, I think I have, but it's not the norm. However, I will say this. Actually, I've been to France several times. When I was there, I did see, just randomly in the grocery store, 2 Dark Throne shirts, 4 stripes. Saw a couple of, it's abundantly more popular over there, especially black metal. And from what I understand, Dark Throne in a country like maybe like Sweden, Finland, Norway, correct me if I'm wrong for the people who live over there, it's pretty fucking common, like Marilyn Manson is here. I could be wrong. So by that definition, then, over there, they're sellouts, but the dumbass Americans over here that just don't see it because on their little turf because they never left anywhere because they're just a fucking bunch of losers just sitting in their house and don't leave their house or whatever the fuck they do, never been anywhere in the world, but yet they think they like to just comment how fucking great everything is. It's like, you never gone anywhere, man. You never been anywhere. You never did anything. So whatever. That's a whole other conversation. How would you know? You never seen them, so you never seen that. But so anyway, so don't consider like Dark Throne sellouts or anything like that. Never thought that. Just thought they're kind of boring. But yeah. And didn't even answer the guy's fucking question. Any thoughts on the band and Ruptum? I think Ruptum sucks shit. That's my opinion on them. They sell really well for Hell's though. There was just a bunch of noise and stuff. I'm like, this is stupid. But people like them, and that's cool. I'll even go as far as saying like I'd rather listen to Pantera or something like that over Abruptum. At least that was music. Fucking Abruptum. I was like, this is just annoying. They were in the same thing. There's that band Stalag, where the guy's like in a fucking mental institute just banging around a shovel, literally. It's literally not even music. So guys, the devil's laughing their ass off. What the fuck, banging around a shovel? Yeah, literally. A shovel and some other shit, but it's like the only thing I could kind of think that's good for, and I only listen to one thing by Abruptum, so if there's music on this shit, don't fucking crucify me. I heard it, I'm like, this is fucking stupid. What is this? I heard one thing, and it reminded me of Stalag, because I think I heard Stalag first. The only thing I could kind of see that good for, I think I said in a Hellcast too with Reaper, is maybe like on Trick or Treat or something, you're handing out candy, and you're kind of like putting it on the background, kind of like a spooky sounding shit, like, you know what I mean? Hand out candy, kids come to your door, maybe good for that. That's about fucking it. I'm not sitting there in my car, fucking fuck yeah, one arm on the fucking out the window on the wheel, driving, fucking listen to Abruptum. That ain't fucking ever happening. Next goddamn question. Leela Grove can't stand deathcore, new metal, or any of that shit. You and I both, Barbara. But as you can see, as some people in the comments, they're all about it, which is, whatever. Again, I've said it a million times. I don't care. I'm just forget even the confused part on that. I'm just like surprised that they watch my channel or know who Hell's Headbangers is or just any of that. I'm just kind of surprised that they'd be like, wait, who's this? They'd probably be like, who's this douche? Who's this? That's just what I assume they think. But they don't. That's cool. Whatever. Oh, Lindsay must ask this one too. Human Briskin asking about tribute albums. I answered that. Told you I remember the questions, guys. I go back and I go through the videos. I think I'm doing a pretty goddamn good question. No remorse. What are some of the weirdest or funniest comments you have received in the notes area when pulling orders for HHR? Weirdest. I mean, the funniest are when people say shit to me. The one guy I like the most, and sorry man, you place an order pretty regularly too. Is it Asan Yabadullah or something? Abdullah, I think your name is. Abdullah Yasin. I think you might put your last name first. Sorry, I know you got like a foreign type of name. I think you're in California, but he always puts in the comments, maybe it's top of the video and hey, what's up, J Dog? Then he ends up with roots, bloody roots. He knows, me and Reaper would always be ripping on that. So obviously, you watch all that shit. So I always laugh when I heard that. And somebody else put in the comments, yeah, fucking no cowboy hats over here. Shit that I've said. So that's the funniest. As far as the weirdest comments, like maybe like a request, people put like draw a pentagram on my box or draw a elephant on my box. Literally, people have said that. But I think they're kind of just being silly smartasses. Obviously, let's say they're drawing shit on your box, man. Fucking packing it up and posting and tossing in the goddamn mail crate. But I think they're just kind of be silly. But as far as a weird request that I think they're serious by, the weirdest I kind of get, and it may not sound weird to you guys, this has happened several times, dude, not on a daily basis, not even on a weekly basis, but more than 10 times for sure. Well, they'll say something like, leave it on the back porch, leave package on the back porch, or ring my bell when you deliver it. I'm like, the fuck do you think this is? Goddamn HH's delivering service? Like we have our own private jet? I'm hand delivering it? Dude, we box it up, we ship it off. That's in the post office. I don't know. This motherfucker doesn't even know who Hell's Headbangers is. He's delivering it to your door. That's like when you send a package to everybody, are you hand delivering it? No, you're fucking hiring the postal service. So why are you telling me to ring your doorbell? I'm not the one delivering it. So that's kind of the weirdest. So where I'm just like, this guy must be a 14-year-old ordering. Like, how do you not know? But I don't know. Even at 14, I knew that. So I don't know. I didn't care. I just thought it was like, how do you think that I'm the one delivering this, man? This doesn't make any sense to me. Imperial Nocturnal, real quick. After I like Septic Flesh. Never got into them, but you guys remember that? I think it was a 6-9 seconds, or maybe it was longer than that. I think it was Tommy's idea, where it was one of the later episodes before Reaper kind of stopped doing it, where Reaper would put it on the. No, I don't think it was 6-9 seconds, but what Tommy would play is something like, "This is a band you heard of, but I bet you don't know who this is. Can't guess who it was." Did you guys see that episode? And if I'm not mistaken, Tommy put on some Septic Flesh, and I was like, can't think who this is at all. Like, not at all. And then he said, I'm like, this one song's pretty good. But in my mind, I always remember not liking them. I heard something in my early teenage years. I never liked them, and I never went back to them. But I don't even remember it. It's one of those things I'd have to go revisit it, and I don't even remember which one I heard. I don't know if it's a Turd album. Yeah, I don't remember. But in my mind, whenever I saw Septic Flesh, it always entered my mind, I don't like this band. But then since they got re-brought up since Tommy, I'm like, I don't know. What he played, it actually sounded pretty good and didn't sound anything like I thought it was going to. So apparently I need to revisit them. A lot of Dark. Oh, maybe it's funny because I just talked about Dark Throne now. There must have been a lot of Dark Throne talk on this video because a lot of goddamn Dark Throne being brought up in there. Zach Olander, I think Dark Throne, even on the later albums, have songs. You can change your style, and as long as you still write good songs, people mostly will forgive you. I mean, so by that token, though, I mean, like, can you deny Carcass, Heartwork, and Carcass Swan Song, which I like those? I mean, I would say those are good songs, even if you aren't a fan of those, right? But I mean, I get why some guys hate them because they drastically changed. So I think those people would totally disagree. And in a sense, like, because I mean, fuck. I mean, especially if you grew up in '88 and you picked up Recomputerization, then you're kind of rewinding. Like, it wasn't that big of a gap. When was fucking Swan Song when they're done? I think that was '96. When you do the math, it sounds like when you're looking at history, and especially when you weren't there at that time, because I wasn't '88, I was 3 years old. It's like it sounds like it was forever in between albums, and you're like, it was 8 years. You know what I mean? That's like a very small time frame. I mean, fucking 8 years for us now. That was what 2016? No, it was 2014. And 2014 doesn't seem that long ago to me. You know what I mean? It just doesn't. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I don't know. People will forgive you. Entomb, Morbid Angel, those songs just aren't good songs in their later albums. So you got that part right. I for the most part, I agree with that. J-Dog, where do you find your sick-ass 2XL shirts? That's my size too, and I find it's often sold out. I mean, you run into that. I mean, but, own the label and shit, kind of have the homeboy hookup. A lot of people know me and stuff, and we're sending stuff that send 2XL for J-Dog, that type of thing. But like I told you, the Lovely Creation show, same scenario, got fucked. I go there, 2X sold out, moped out of there like fucking Eeyore. So I've run into it myself, yeah. So RJ CJ Rock, hey J-Dog, what's an album that you really want but is extremely rare? For me, it's Apathy, Sacks of People. I don't know, 2000 CD. Don't even know that one. I feel like I've been kind of asked this. Album that I really want that's really rare. I mean, there's definitely there's more than one. There's definitely stuff. I mean, first thing I'm looking at on Macabre stuff. Macabre, Sinister Slaughter on CD. All I own is an LP. Actually, I own an original LP, and I never got a CD, and I would like a CD of it because convenience and shit like that. And it's an album I listen to fairly often, so the CD be more convenient. I would like to have one. So that just to throw that out of it because I'm just looking over and I saw Macabre Records, so that'd be one. But that's not my top one by any means. But there's quite a few things. Letter X, the guy with the fucking fatal portrait picture. Dark Throne gets a pass from the general populace because Fenriz is idolized and hurled as a rock star like the modern Lemmy. Unfortunately, Dark Throne could release a bluegrass, country, or techno rave album that would still get praised as true cult. I never thought about that, but I guess you're right. Yeah, Fenriz is kind of praises fucking more of an underground Lemmy. And you know what? In that regard, kind of fair enough because at least the guy still comes. He at least looks metal, comes off as he still likes metal. From what I heard, he likes Death Hammer a lot, which was I read that, so I was like, that's cool. They're on Hell's Headbangers, so that was kind of neat. Now whether he does or not, I don't know, but he said that in an interview or something. Somebody sent me it, like, hey, check this out. Dark Fenriz likes Dark Throne. Oh, wow, cool. Um, yeah, and as a person, I think he's more respectable than Lemmy. I mean, because at the end of the day, might piss some guys off, but let's call it like it is. Lemmy was just a fucking goddamn meth head kind of fucking in any other circumstances would it be considered just a complete fucking loser. It's just he so happened to be in a band that people liked that he was able to pull his fucking you know bootstrings up and do the work to get the job done to where he wasn't just completely fucking useless, just sitting there fucking getting high. So got the work done to get out on the road. But if he was just another band, which a lot of times that's with bands, it's a lot of times it's not the best band gets big. As you guys know, there's some stuff that's horrifically shitty that's not popular at all. Or even in the death metal scene, stuff gets more popular that's like it's mediocre, but then there's stuff that's really good that nobody cares about. A lot of times it's just luck of the fucking draw. It's call it what it is. I mean, he had to work for it and stuff like that, so I'll give him that. And you got to try, but still kind of luck of the draw. So if he didn't get the luck of the draw of what the people chose him as, let's call Lemmy what he was. He'd be a loser fucking method. I mean, that's sorry. I know that's going to offend some people. Don't get me wrong. I like Motorhead. I do own albums. So you bitching and getting up fucking tight. I probably own more Motorhead records than you. So shut the fuck up. Just saying. Let's call it like the fuck it is. So yeah, I kind of think as an icon person in the metal scene, I think Fenriz would be a cooler icon personally. And I can guarantee you fucking Lemmy didn't listen to any fucking real metal. Fenriz at least listens to at least some metal. I mean, the fucking Lemmy, all he was listening to, was he listening to like the Beatles and fucking World War II soundtracks? I mean, that guy ain't into the metal. I've answered that metal musician. I did go to the Malone Creation show. Did I hang out with Ronnie Palmer? I don't think so. I don't really know Ronnie. I don't think I do. Do I know him? Who did I hang out from Beloved Creation? Who was I think a guy said his name was Josh. He was a cool guy. Hung out and talked to him. Pretty sure that's what was his name, but I don't recall. Ronnie. Why do I know that name though? Ronnie Palmer. Is he one of the guys from Beloved Creation, like one of the later guys? I'm drawing a blank. Am I a fucking dumbass poser? There wasn't the only guys I knew of that when I think of Malevolent Creation, especially the early stuff. I think of Phil, Brett Hoffman, and even mid-tier because I love Dave Coolross, Alex Marquez, Jason. Why is Ronnie Palmer? Is he one of the Solstice guys? The name does sound familiar. But I don't. If it is, I don't know what he looks like or anything like that. Even actually, Phil, when he wasn't there, I don't really technically know what Phil looks like nowadays because when I have, I'm not in the early albums. I just know him because even on like, I thought for example, Malone Creation, the 13th Beast. That's the latest. I'm pretty sure that's the latest Malone Creation album. I own that and I like it. I can't air guitar, but I do like it. But I think there's no photos in it, so I don't even know what Phil looked like. I remember asking Emma, I'm like, "Is Phil here?" Because I just know what he looks like from albums that are 20 plus years ago. So, the same with Ronnie. Even if I was like, oh yeah, from Solstice or whatever, I'd probably be like, oh, I don't even know what the fuck he looks like though. So I don't think we hung out. We'll make this last one. Do you think you could bench press Chris Barnes' ego? I think it's heavier than Pantera. It's not hard to be heavier than Pantera. Does Chris Barnes have an ego? Like, I don't know. Does he? I don't really know. To be honest with you, I never really watched anything later with Chris Barnes, like interviews or anything like that. I've seen earlier ones and stuff like that. And I met Chris in '99. He was really laid back and friendly. Um, I did watch somebody send me an interview, or maybe I came across it on YouTube accidentally that um, he was in it. Somebody said, I forget, like maybe it was Reaper laughing at him or something. And anyways, this is probably 5 years ago or so. He looked hit as fuck. Meth Head Central. At least that's what I assume. He looked like he was 90 goddamn fucking pounds. So, but I didn't get a vibe that he has an ego or anything. Maybe, but again, I don't really watch anything by him. I don't really fucking know him. Ego heavier than Pantera, huh? But Pantera's pretty light, so maybe he just got a pinch of an ego heaviness, right? So yeah, I think I can bench it pretty fucking easily. I could bench that much. Anyways, that's it for this one, Devils. Comments, questions, concerns, leave them in the goddamn fucking comments, and I'll see you tomorrow. Later, goddammit.